All right, welcome back to Learning Together. I'm Caldwell County Schools Chief Information Officer Nathan Pope, and I am joined by Logan King,
Mhm.
who is a third-year teacher in our school system. He teaches fourth grade at Davenport Elementary.
Mhm.
And I brought you on, Logan, because one of the focuses of this podcast is that we want to talk about how Caldwell County Schools is not just classrooms and buildings; we're an entire community of learning. And you're doing something really great where you're creating a community focus for your students
Mhm.
and you're bringing the community to Davenport to aid with a project that you have going on. So I'm looking forward to talking about that. But first, I want to talk a little bit about your background because I know you're a Caldwell County native.
Mhm.
So tell us where you went to school.
Well, I started at Hudson Elementary, in kindergarten, but that's before they're at their new building. So I went to the Uptown building for kindergarten for a little bit. I went to Granite Falls or Dudley Shoals Elementary, and then Granite Middle, and then South Caldwell, where I graduated,
And your class of
2013.
2013.
Mhm.
All right, cool. What's it like to have been a product of the school system, now be back as a teacher?
Well, I like representing my area. That's what I wanted to do when I was graduating. As a junior and senior, I was like, what do I want to do? And I wanted to come back to the community and see where I could benefit it. And I thought ultimately teaching would be where that's at.
And how'd you land on elementary school? What inspired you to do that?
Well, the interesting thing, it's a funny story. So before I was helping out, I had went to school, and then I had dropped out my senior year at Lenore Ryan. uh, so I was just sitting there working part-time jobs, and I was like, why is everyone getting to have fun at their job? It looks like everyone's having a great time. And I was like, I'm gonna look around, and CCCNTI had a grant program where I was like, I'll just try this out and check it out, and I fell in love with it from there. So
That's awesome. And you get to enjoy coming to work every day.
yeah, I look forward to it every day actually.
That's awesome. So you have started a soccer club at Davenport.
Uh,
Tell us about your soccer club.
so the soccer club, it's something I wanted to do for like a while, and I finally got a chance to do it. I didn't think it'd be a good idea as a beginner, like a BT1 or BT2, but as a beginner teacher, like about to exit the beginner teacher program, I was like, this is my shot to start it. So with that program, it's like a 8 or 9 week program where I'm running 4 teams, about 60 some kids, and I'm running a
Whoa.
program where it's like basic skills, and at the end we do like 3 or 4 weeks worth of scrimmages. So it's like really fun. The kids really enjoy it.
You said you have more than 60 kids that
Yeah, I started with like 67, and it kind of dwindled to about 60. But I mean, it's high retention rate, so
yeah,
the kids
yeah.
really like it.
And you recently did something exciting with
Mhm.
Hickory Football Club. Tell us about that.
Yep. So I reached out. I did like so. This whole project kind of basically started with, I wonder if this will work, and so I just sent an email to my principal originally. It's like, hey, can I start a soccer club as a beginner teacher? And then I was like, hey, with Highbright in high school, I was like, do you need ball boys and ball girls? I just sent an email, and I was like, well, let's try the local semi pro team that apparently started last year or the year before. And I was like, I just went to them on Facebook, and I was like, do y'all need or do y'all do community outreach or anything? Can you send like stickers or something, or could you come to the school? And the Facebook person that runs it said, actually contact our vice president of operations. And I was like, okay, I'll just email him next. And so I emailed him. He's like, yeah, we would love to do that. And that's how they ended up showing up. It's just me sending a simple email saying, I wonder if this could happen.
Yeah. And then they came and visited Davenport the other day.
Yep.
Played soccer with the kids.
Mhm.
It looked like maybe they worked on some skills and stuff together.
Yeah, what we did is I worked with the principal, and she's like, well, maybe they can come during car riders and like have a little bit of a community presence.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a good idea. So after that, I walked them down to our field that's real close to our school, the Matt Cook Stadium.
Mhm.
And what we did is I let them like warm up with the kids, and then ask them questions and get autographs. And they took some photos, and they even made a little short video on their social media pages. So some of my students are saying some silly things. So it was real funny to watch this morning. I shared it with the
But
kids.
they had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
You
they
could tell that
totally
they
did.
did. The other thing I'm told is that you did a lot of legwork to make the football club happen
Mhm.
because you wanted to make sure that every student had all of the materials that they needed,
Mm.
and equipment and kits and everything. How did you make that happen?
Well, so originally I raised money through like grants and things like that. I
Mhm.
wrote 2 or 3. Like I tried to get like 2 or 3 grants. I ended up with just one. I raised about $500, and then I did fundraising with I can't remember the the website, but I raised about around $500 there. So I had about enough money to just get kids in. I wasn't buying any equipment at that point. It was more buying all the materials. Like I have like 30 soccer balls, and they're not cheap at all.
No.
It's like $15 is like the cheapest one, and when I need 30 of them, it like really starts to add up. And then I just asked parents if they would like to volunteer. So I ended up with like about almost $300 extra where I can like throw like a party and get them awards for the end of the year and things like that. But I also have for next year. I'm toying with something where it's with the MLS, the Major League Soccer. I'm looking to partner with them where they have a program called MLS Go, which will be a really big help for kids where it could potentially be free, where
Mhm.
they don't have to buy a single thing. So I'm really excited to look at that.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you noticed that the camaraderie that the students are building with each other as part of the soccer club,
Mm,
is that translating back into the classroom at all?
definitely. So we went from having some disruptions in school, like just some silly behaviors, to that almost like cutting out kids who are like would say things like, I really want to come to soccer, so but I have this other event, this other club, like 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 leadership or whatever, and so like they look forward to it, and the kids who were like, when I said in my player contract was that classroom behavior is a big part that your teachers will contact me, and the teachers started contacting me, like the behaviors immediately stopped. So, but besides that, the camaraderie, the kids are all looking forward, and they like, make some like silly jabs at each other, like, "Oh, Team A is going to beat Team B," and like stuff like that. So it's real fun seeing them all grouped together in a way that's like between classes from fourth and fifth instead of just like their own little pods in the classroom.
Yeah, yeah. Are there other faculty members at Davenport that have been helpful to you in this process that you'd like to shout out?
Yeah, I have. I think about 5 volunteers from the school. I have Mrs. Williams has been a big help. She was really excited to be a part of it. Miss Walker was also a big part of it. I have uh, Miss Waters and one of our custodians, Mr. Crump. I I believe that's everybody
Okay.
that's with the school.
Yeah.
So and then everybody else has been like really looking forward to helping me out, whether it be sending like printing extra copies of like 60 plus like permission slips like at the front office, and the principal helping me out with all the every single email that I've literally sent her 15 emails last week about everything soccer related over the break.
But I mean, she loves it
Yeah.
because I've spoken with Dr. Anthony about the soccer club, and she thinks it's fantastic,
Mm.
and she's very supportive, and we love to see that when a team of teachers and administration at a school are working together to make something really cool happen for
Mm.
the students, and especially something like this where it expands beyond just the walls of the school and involves the community. So. Where do you see soccer club going? I know you have
Uh,
big plans for
I,
soccer club.
I
What
have real
what do you
big
want
plans.
to happen?
Well, I want to expand on the ball boy and ball girl opportunities at High Brighton, uh, but also with the MLS Go thing that I mentioned. If this starts, I have the opportunity to have MLS, the Major League Soccer uh, organization for the United States, to donate full soccer kits to every student. Where it's going to be a $45 entry fee, but they have this mission statement where they don't turn kids away. So they have these organizational grants because the MLS has these major donors. Where examples like Trenton, New Jersey, their school district has given this MLS Go outreach program to every school in the district.
Wow.
Probably has thousands of kids,
Yeah.
and I see that fitting in Caldwell County perfectly. I want to bring soccer free of charge for every student. I don't want a $20 entry fee, $50 entry fee, 200, 300 with travel teams. I want a free program where all the kids have to do is bring their shin guards and cleats. So that's where I wanted to see it going. I imagine if I can get well, it's twofold. I have a twofold goal. So that's the first goal: expand this and be like Lenore is or Caldwell County is the soccer mecca of Western North Carolina. So that's what I want. I'm tired of hearing things about Charlotte and Raleigh all the time.
Right?
I want to hear
Yeah.
Lenore. I want to see Lenore in
Yes.
the paper. But the other thing is, I want other schools to replicate what I'm doing. I've made meticulous notes, my training program, my schedule, what worked, what hasn't. I have like 3 different like folders worth of Google, like everything. Like I want to expand this. I want to just like give this packet of information to other schools, and other schools do it to the point where we have like an intramural team,
Hmm.
or like where like replicates middle school or high school, like teams playing against each other. I want Davenport to play Whitnell, which is like spitting distance away from each other.
Right.
All these schools are so close. Like if the partnership I have with Mulberry, being able to use the Matt Cook Stadium, Davenport could even host the games. We have an actual like soccer stadium like a minute from our school. So I just want to have like I see next year. I want to try to onboard like 2 elementary school teams. I want to be able to have this little tournament, maybe just once, because I know I get it. Like, buses and like paying everything. But like I want to have at least 2 elementary schools, my team play against their teams, and have like this silly little like tournament that we could have for elementary school. And then the next year, 2 more elementary schools, and just grow and grow. And then maybe even high school. Oh, you didn't make the soccer team, but we have a soccer club where you can help the middle school and elementary school. That'd be really sweet.
Yeah.
So I have all these big goals. I know I get too excited about it, but what I like is what I do is I don't do something and then keep it. I look at my club, my school club, like a kind of like a business where I've done this. How can I expand it? How
Hmm.
can I expand it? How can I expand it? And it started small and it's boom, boom, boom. But now I'm like a big fish in small water kind of deal. I want it to expand it to other schools, maybe interest other counties. I want like Davenport. I want to put them on the map, or Lenore on the map. I was like, wow, they're doing all this cool stuff at elementary school, and they get everyone around it to do it too.
Well,
So,
I think that sounds awesome.
yep.
You heard Mr. King community. We're going to start an elementary soccer league at Caldwell County schools. Um, well, so I finish these podcasts by asking the same question of every guest. We call this learning together because, like I mentioned at the beginning, Caldwell County Schools is not just classrooms and buildings; it's an entire community where people are learning together. So, what is something that you've learned from the community recently that you would like to share with the audience that's watching or listening along?
Oh, with maybe the soccer community that I've built with the program.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I've learned, and maybe this goes out to the BTS, is that well, twofold. One is ask questions, like just send a simple question. It seems like people are really reciprocal, like they'll respond. And if it's something for the students, a lot of people like gather support. So it could be whether it's money, time, or just sharing a link. People do it all the time. So I would say if you have a special interest, like a niche, like for me, like I played soccer for South Caldwell, and I wanted to expand that, and that's just like one of my interests. So I saw who all could help, and it was like people from all over wanted to help. When I was fundraising, it was people that didn't even live around here giving money. So everyone's always so excited to help students, and when it's something you really enjoy, it becomes fun. It doesn't feel like a second job or anything like that. So
Yeah, we had uh, board member Chris Becker, excuse me, vice chair of the Board of Education, Chris Becker, on this podcast, and his advice to everyone was just be involved, because you never know what might inspire you or speak to you, and then that gives you an opportunity to be really helpful to the students in this community. So, thank you for letting your inspiration lead you to something that's turned out really great for our students.
mhm.
But thank you for joining us, and thanks everybody for listening along. Until next time.